sum up 2022, this speaks for all of us, was learning. We learned a lot in 2022.
So the plan for 2023 would be first quarter, Eli dropping his body.
Eli. Main focus right now is just to get it jumping.
Most likely be the talk of the town.
So that nigga, when I get lit, bro, I'm taking him with me, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I'm here at the Aqua Lounge. We about to talk about my new album, Scorpio.
You kill me? Why is that even on your brain? Why is that on your cranium? I personally think the nicest nigga to never get a ring is AI.
Yo, welcome back to the Aqua Lounge Podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in this week. We got a special guest in the building. Producer, really talented producer, goes by the name of YulMajzilla. What's up, G?
Thank y'all for having me. I'm here.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
What's up?
Yo.
And we're joined by MX Strong.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, my guy.
What up?
That's my brother.
Yeah,
For
right
real.
there.
That's my brother.
For real, bro. We started this shit together like 3 years ago, bro. For real.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
And when because we had a podcast with you, Max, you know, we said you guys were the first ones that we really met when we came out here. When we had like that event.
Oh,
Studio event. You guys came through.
Oh my God. I was literally inviting everybody. I got Casso, Sue, my boy Darren.
Appreciate you, bro.
Everybody.
Appreciate you.
Yo, y'all need to pop out.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yo,
really
shit
need
was
to pop
mad.
out. It was lit.
Yeah.
It was
So
lit.
that's
Shouts to you
super
guys
dope.
for that,
Yeah, man.
'cause
Thank
we
you.
came from Brooklyn, so it was like, you know, we were literally like the new kid kind of thing around here. So we were like, yo, you know, we gotta find that link, and y'all came right through, and we were like, shit, y'all the ones.
That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also you're the first solid main producer that we've had on the podcast too, which I think is dope because we're producers.
Yep.
You know, so I think it's gonna be definitely a good conversation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let's start off from the beginning. So where are you from?
So originally I'm from Baghdad, Iraq. I was born there. 1998. I left when I was in second grade. I moved to Syria because of the Iraq invasion back in 2003. And I lived in Syria for another 5 years. After that, ISIS started growing up, you know, from Iraq to Syria, destroying everything over there. And that's when, my family was like, all right, it's time to go to the West. So we just moved to the United States. And, now I'm here.
Man, that's dope, man. That's a hell of a story.
What year was it when you got here?
I got here back in 2011.
2011. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So what was it like for you adjusting to America?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought America was crazy for a whole week. And I'm going to tell you the story. Because I know you're looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to tell you the exact story. Because I started going to school. I went to Stimson Middle School. And it was a spirit week, right? I didn't know that was a thing, by the way. I've seen guys dressed like girls, and I was like, huh?
What's going on?
What's going on? And then because you know how spirit weeks, every day is a different thing, like a pajama day and that.
Yeah.
And the whole the first week of coming to the United States and actually
Spirit
going
week.
to school, bro, I was like, nah, they playing too much. What the fuck is going on? And then a week after, I'm like, okay, so everybody started dressing normal.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I didn't know English like that, you know? I wasn't ESL classes from 8 to 10th grade.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So as I'm like English and getting adapt to it and getting used to everything, then I learned this is a spirit week, this is this is that. And then I found it normal after I started
After some
learning,
time.
you know?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, the first week in school was creepy, very, very creepy.
You must have been shocked.
Yeah, because I'm the guy that's wearing jeans and buttons up, and there's guys half naked, is wearing some dresses, and I'm like, what the fuck is we doing? It's yo.
That's
But
funny, man.
we survived. We here.
Yeah,
2023.
Mhm.
We made it.
That's a fucking fact.
Look at you. Look at that guy's half naked to sitting next to some guy dressed up as a fucking demon.
So what kind of music did you listen to growing up? What was around you?
So I started listening to obviously Arabic music. So Middle Eastern sounds sounds from Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Kuwait, like all that Middle Eastern region, really. And then when I moved here, I started just like getting adapt to trap.
Okay.
You know, like trap. Like when I first started like listening to like English music, the first thing that like caught my eyes was like trap. And after trap, it was like R&B. After R&B, I would say lo-fi.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so like it's like back and forth with genres, really. But I like, this is why like I feel like I'm the best at like trap, because that's like my inspiration. That's like what I started listening to.
Right.
And yeah, that's that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, like, do you? I mean, I would definitely, listening to some of your music, I could hear some of the samples like that you're using are like, like even I don't know what the exact instrument is called, but it's like kind of like a Middle Eastern like strum guitar. There's a beat that you played, and like the loop on it was like, I feel like it was inspired by.
I know exactly which one you're talking
Okay.
about. You're talking about Sahara drill.
Okay, there you go.
It's a Middle Eastern flute that I sampled from a Middle Eastern song.
Okay, there we go.
I'm not giving you guys the name of the song. Gotta keep the sauce to myself for sure. But I sampled it, tweaked it, added halftime to it, and I just like laid down drill drums to it, and then like mixed it and mastered it, gave it the cuts. He put the cherries on top, and came out fire.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So talk about like how you got into producing then, like. So how did you kind of figure out that was the thing and like you wanted to do it?
How I got to producing was, I just like didn't really know like what to do in life after high school, because like my parents were just like forcing me like just go to school, get a degree, you know, be something in life, stuff like that. And like I went to school. I went to Suffolk Community College. Didn't really dig it. Felt like another high school to me. So I was like, I don't really want to take that route, you know? I really don't. So I had a friend whose name is Mark Valentino. He used to live in Huntington. Now he moved to Orange County. He's in California. He like showed me basically the stuff that I need to get for like production. So he like came to my house. We were just like smoking hookah, and then we was just talking about it. And he's actually the one that put me on Fruity Loops. I didn't know what a Fruity Loop was.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, so I do it with Fruity Loops, try it out with Fruity Loops. I'm like, okay. So honestly, bro, when I downloaded Fruity Loops, I thought it was like a construction website. Because like I thought the bar's like going sideways and there's like another bar this way. I'm like, am I like building like, am I like making a sketch for a building or something? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then like he came the second time to my house. He was like, no, this is how this shit works. You drag these sounds, you put them in the mixer track. And I was just like,
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
I was just lost in like what he was doing.
You fell in
And
love.
then like I started like, you know, learning from YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like YouTube is like a great platform to like learn from, because like that search box is very powerful.
Yeah,
Like you
that's a
can find
fact.
almost everything about music from just the YouTube search box.
You really
That's a
can.
big fact.
And then like put some like, you know, couple months, even years of like experiences, you'll be in places that you've never been before. Absolutely.
Who were some of the YouTube guys that you were looking at?
I mean, that was like a while ago.
Okay.
That's like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if these guys like still produce or still
Yeah.
around. I mean, I hope they are,
Yeah.
but honestly, I
Busy
don't
Works
remember,
Beats?
because when
Remember
I'm sorry.
Busy Works Beats, you remember him?
Busy Works fire.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Busy
Shout out
Work is fire.
Yeah.
I got Hermes, by the way. I got Hermes. That plugin is fire. Hermes fire. But mostly like when I was like watching the YouTube videos, it was most for me like just to like base it on. So what I would do is like watch the YouTube video, see like what the guy is doing behind the computer, and then I would pause the video and then I would try it myself, you know, just to like take it step by step. And then when I finish the step that I need, I remember like when I first started, this is like 4 or 5 years ago, it would take me like literally like 2 to 3 hours to make one beat. Like 2 or 3 hours, one beat. That's like a whole full studio session. You can make a whole song with that.
Yeah.
But again, I was just starting. Right now, give me 20 minutes. It's done. Mixed, mastered, everything.
Yeah.
And that's like experience. That's like, you can't really teach that. You just gotta do it.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
You only learn by
100%.
being in the field doing it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
bro. No, 100%.
And was there? I know you said like you said like, all right, someone was gonna come in, but like what made you say like, oh, I want to learn how to make a beat? Was it listening to the beats and like, yo, what is this? Like, I want to learn how to do this.
It was actually from the sounds that I was listening to. Honestly,
Okay.
it was like, to me, if I would put top 3 producers on my like list, my top 3 would be Southside from 808 Mafia, Metro Boomin, and D. Will.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know about D. Will. He's very versatile. If you think I'm versatile, you should really check him out because his things are way above the sea level. Way above that.
Yeah.
There was that one that you always talked about too that did all the Chief Keef stuff. It was
Wait, hold on. I think he just passed away recently.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. I think he passed away seriously.
No fucking
And
way.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, you
he
didn't
was
want me.
actually beefing with Southside from 808 Mafia.
Oh shit!
Chief Keef's main producer was beefing with 808.
Chop.
Chop.
Young Chop. Young Chop. There you
No,
go.
that wasn't
There
the.
it is.
It was the
Chop.
Yeah.
Young
yeah.
Chop.
I think he
Yep.
passed away. Didn't he pass
Wait,
away
did he?
recently?
No, I don't think so. Did he?
I
gotta
think
look
they were
that
like
up.
having beef and like
Oh,
he got
shit.
shot or he got he died or something
Oh,
like that.
shit.
I'm not sure, but
I don't know. I do remember that whole
Chop
thing.
Beats, like, the big guy. You
Yeah,
guys know?
yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, he's alive.
Still alive? Okay.
Still alive? Good.
Good. Yeah.
Thanks God. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, go ahead.
So, all right. So, what would you say? I know you kind of talked about it, right? Like you specialize like the trap. Lex Luger.
I was thinking about Lex Luger.
Lex Luger. Well, he's a
Lex
goat.
Luger actually
Yeah.
works with D. Will. That's actually the craziest part about it.
He's a goat. He's one of the goats.
Yo, Lex Luger,
Pioneer.
he's man.
For real.
I thought you were gonna say him in that top
one
three.
of the goats.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody got like a different top 3.
That's
you
very
know?
true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very true.
He's good. He's good.
I mean,
but like
he's-
when it comes to like from relating to my style of producing, I would definitely put like Southside, Metro Boomin, and
Very
D.
fair.
Will. Those are like my biggest inspiration to like actually make beats.
Okay.
I look forward toward those
Yeah.
guys.
Right.
Okay.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
it actually,
produce.
it was Lex Luger and Southside that made
Yeah.
808. Yeah.
They're good. Actually, all 3 of them, Metro Boomin, Lex Luger, and Southside from 808 Mafia, they're all like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're
100%.
very close.
Yep. Mhm.
And that's how it should be. We talk about it all the time. Producers got to be tight with each other. Like in my
Correct.
opinion, they can't be beefing and they can't be none of this nonsense. Like we got to band up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So like I have to ask when you get into the studio or wherever your work spot, what's your like creative process like? Are you listening to something first and getting inspiration, or are you just waking up with inspiration? Like what is it?
See, the idea always come like within me. So like the sound is always in me, honestly. So for me, it's like if I play like my sound on like Fruity Loops, just like how it is, it's just gonna be like basic. But then like I spend like 10-15 minutes working on it, playing like effects and stuff, and then I really get it to the level where I want it to be. And that's when like it really starts kicking off. So
Okay.
I just, whatever, like sometimes I'll be feeling like piano.
Right.
And I'll be like just playing bass piano. And then I would throw like 2 or 3 VSTs on there, tweak it around, pitch it, halftime it, whatever the case might be, and then move on to the drums.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
And
Okay.
then
So I
from
was-
there we go.
Because I was gonna add on to that question, like, what do you usually start with? Or like, because I know some producers will start with the drums. They'll get a nice drum pattern going, and then they'll
That's
start doing
them
the melody.
drill producers. That's them drill producers.
What, they're
That's
starting
they
with the
always
drums?
Start with.
They're starting with drill producers starting with the drums and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
That's most likely them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll start with the melodies. You'll start creating the vibe and the musical parts,
Correct.
and then you go on to the drums.
Then I'll move on to the drum.
Okay.
My drums are, I feel like my main style when it comes to like even just trap by itself, I leave so much room for the artist. Like if you're listening to my beat tape, YulMajzilla World Volume 1, you can see there's a lot of room for different styles. And that's like the thing about me is like, I have enough respect for the artist to leave him a lot of room, and not like leave him in just a unique spot that he's not really comfortable with.
Right.
So I feel like however he would just hop on the beat, however style he chooses or whatever tempo like he picks to be on it, it's gonna be open drums. You know?
Okay.
For sure. And it's important. I mean, like, an artist is another instrument. You know what I mean? To the
Correct.
shit. So I mean, that's why you hear, like, I mean, you know, not everybody sounds good, and you hear people like Travis Scott and, like, you know, these the A$AP Rockies, and they just punch through so nice, and it's just like, you know, it's just how it is.
Facts. Shout out to their engineers.
Yeah,
Their engineers
for real.
putting in work.
For
Yeah.
real.
Their engineers are putting work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Going off that too, you were saying, what were you just saying about the beats, right? You were saying, I lost my question. Shit.
Take your time.
All right, we can move on.
No problem.
I forget that one question, but all right. So, how would you describe like your production style and like approach? I know you say it's trap, right? Do you like kind of put in certain elements to make yourself like stand out in a way from other producers?
Honestly, I feel like it's just the way that I make my beats. Because like if you look at me and then like if you pull me out of the puzzle without like, you know, everybody else that's produced, you could hear yourself like this guy is, you know, unique. Like nobody's really doing stuff like that. Again, like I was talking about Sahara Drill. If you look at the production game, like even those like drill producers, what they doing right now is sampling songs.
Yeah.
But I didn't even sample a song. I sampled a melody.
Yeah.
And then I put drill on it.
Right.
So, you know, I always find like a creative part in a beat where it stands out.
Yeah.
I sent him some evil shit what was it, like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
It was
2 days
like,
ago.
you know those TikTok videos that have those like sick-ass background music? I made him a beat just like that.
Wait, what was like a creepy? Like,
It was like a creepy
Yeah,
beat.
yeah, okay.
I mean, looking at that mess, you think I'm going to send him nothing but creepy? Come on now. Come on. This guy ready to kill all of us right now.
And so now do you when you tap into, like, let's say, you know, like for an artist like Max, like, you know, you got to tap into a darker kind of feel, right? Like, and you said you're all about like how you're feeling in the moment and whatnot. So like you got to kind of tap into like a dark place. Is that something that you kind of do, or is that?
Yeah, that's why Megaville Park was insane.
That was our first EP.
That shit, I think hit people. We got 100,000 streams in a month, and it was just like the communication between me, you, and then when me and you were working on production with Cots, like that just, it became something different.
Dude, I fucking love Cots.
Cots is the
Man.
Who's Kaz?
No, Kaz is our engineer from Studio 152.
Okay.
Him and
I
Louis.
met Kaz through my man's Louis Lou. I bumped into him at a party, and we met. He's actually an established artist, so you guys can go check him out. Louis Lou 152. That's his Instagram name. And so we met Kaz through Louis Lou because they own a studio out in Nassau. And
North
I hit
Belmore.
up Lou, and I took Max with me. We went there, and we just started fucking with the vibe, and we really fucked with how Kaz really does his work. And we just sticked with him ever since. And it's been like 3 years. He actually mastered all of my beats from
Okay. On the beat tape.
from the beat tape.
Okay.
He mastered all of my beats.
Oh yeah. Does he mix them too? Like, do you send him the stems for the beats, or you kind of just send him the full?
I send him all the stems.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, every stem, because he got to tweak everything.
Yeah. Okay.
That's I feel like another part where like a lot of people from Long Island like don't really go up because all the shit that they putting out there, it's not lyrical wise is ass, but like the quality of it.
Right.
So people think like, okay, I'm gonna go get a mic and I'm just gonna record myself and I'll go from there. Me, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't. I would take it to a guy with experience, as like, an engineer. Kaz has like what? Shit, like 15, 18 years?
20. I think he was saying
now?
20 now.
Yeah.
Cots has
like,
been
this
in
guy
the
been
industry,
around
bro.
for a minute,
That's enough.
centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just gotta give him his
Decades,
respect.
centuries, or 100 years.
My fault. Still learning English.
I don't want Costa to
10
feel like
years
he's
later,
old.
we're still
He's not
learning
old.
English.
He's young as shit. I love it.
I remembered the question that I had before. So
for it.
it was going off of you talking about like leaving space for the artists, right? So for like producers or anyone out there that like doesn't really understand that, what does that mean, leaving space in the beat for an artist? Does that mean leaving space volume wise? Does it mean leaving space instrument wise, like, you know, filling up the spaces?
Lyrical wise, because if you listen to any of my beats, you could pick how fast you really want to rap on it.
Okay.
That's like what I mean by like space, really. It's like, this is the beat. It's up to you to pick the lyrics and like your tempo.
Right.
You know?
Beats are like a playground. Like you can.
It's
choose if
really
you
a
wanna go on
playground, really.
The
It
monkey
depends on how you
bars, or
really
if you
wanna
go
do
on the
it.
play set.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like all up to you.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I guess too, it's like in terms of like what they're gonna rap about too, because I was hearing like with some of like on the beat tape and some of your beats too, it's like very many different directions that you can go. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I
It's-
think yeah.
It honestly started with Mr. Versatile. So I like took that whole idea to like a producer version of it, basically. Because Mr. Versatile, I had MX, I had Docs, I had Big Soup, and I had my boy Hancho. And, you know, I had 4 different artists, and I had like 10 different styles. It was 10 songs, 10 different styles. So I was like, you know what? So I did that with artists. Why don't I just give the producer community something?
Yeah.
And that's how I came up with YulMajzilla World Volume 1. I have actually another one coming
You
out in September.
Okay.
That's going to be Volume 2.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Definitely going to get some of you guys loops.
Hell
Throw
yeah.
you guys on there.
Hell yeah.
You know? We're
sure.
going to get this work for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're going to get this
Nah,
work.
that's for sure, bro.
And shout out Marvelous Beats. He was on the beat tape with you too.
Yes.
Marvelous
Shout
is
out Marv,
fire.
man. Shout
Hell
out
yeah.
Marv.
Man, Marvelous, he was never like that. He was never like that. Like, he would just, like, make his things and, you know, send me his stuff. And I'd be like, good. And then, like, one time I sat down with him, I'm like, yo, you got to step the fuck up. Excuse my language. I'm like, you really got to step the fuck up. Ever since I gave him that pep talk, he's been posting beats nonstop. And y'all guys see, like, his quality. Like, he's getting better
He's getting
better.
He's getting better.
every
He really
day.
is. That's a fact.
Nah, he is. And one thing too is like that. I always salute like you know, producers that are like, you know, melody makers. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yes.
that really make melodies and shit like that. Like he's pretty damn good at it. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
awesome
And
at
I
that
could
stuff.
see him really progressing over the. And we only known him for a couple. I mean, we've known him what?
Probably a couple months.
Yeah, a couple
really,
months.
yeah.
So it's like just to hear that progression, like it's really cool.
He's very good. I'll
Yeah.
fuck with his loops.
Yeah.
Never I've gotten a pack from him like loops wise and was disappointed. Like I at least find like 2 or 3 loops that are good.
Yeah, no, for sure. Every time.
He's awesome. And he was also on my YulMajzilla World Volume 1. He co-produced 3 of the beats.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, he
on
co-produced
the
3
beat
of the
tape.
beats.
On
Yes.
the beat tape. Yep. Yeah. That's
Correct.
what I saw. Yeah. Shout out. Marvelous. Hell yeah.
So now let me ask, like, what, like, are you, like you said, are you a loop maker? Like, do you make loops? Are you would you consider yourself a loop maker? Or are you someone that finds samples, or both?
Loop making, I don't take it to a degree really.
Okay.
Like, you know, if I feel it, then I feel it.
Yeah.
Like probably since I started until now, I'll probably still have that same loop pack that I be sending to everybody. You know, I was like never really into loop, but my main focus still to this day is just beats.
Right.
You know, beats,
Yeah.
like, you know, nonstop.
That's how
Every
feel
day I
too.
try to like make 2 or 3 beats. Like every day, wake up, 2 or 3 beats, call it a day, move on. Next thing.
Yeah. You got to be
Hey,
consistent with
you
that.
gotta.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just had another question about the beat tape. So like because we've never done like a beat tape. We've done like what you did with the, you know,
Artists.
a collaboration with artists and stuff like that. But with the beat tape, like are you like sending that beat tape to artists? Like can they use those beats if they want?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Like, is that the goal? Is that the goal of the beat tape?
No, honestly, the goal of this is to empower producers.
Okay.
Because producers, they don't really get a lot of credits out there.
No.
No, they don't.
Especially like on Long Island, they don't really get a lot of credit. So what I'm trying to, you know, really give the producers or like give them what idea that I have in my head is own your music.
Yeah.
Put it out there. Let people stream it. Because you never know. You really never know. Maybe somebody will take your beat and it becomes something great.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know, you're getting royalty cuts from that. So my whole point is really to empower producers to like put their art out there and not just like make beats and send them out to artists. You know, take the next step.
Yeah.
You know, get out there really.
That's
Yeah.
cool, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's
You know?
dope.
So that's why like when I started doing it, like how you was just saying earlier, just like collabing with artists and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Putting
Yeah.
little stuff together.
But then like I sat back for a minute and I was like, I'm a producer though. I'm not an artist. So I want to give something to my producer community. That's why. So I have Volume 1 already dropped. I think I got like 20K, 25K, something like that on it so far. I got another one in September, and then I'm gonna have the final one that's gonna be last year. I don't have a date for it yet.
Okay. Hell yeah. So, and again, like kind of back to what you were saying, like with the process, it seems like you're very calculated in like what you want to do, and like just like whether you're gonna like your timelines of releasing music and like how you know, like you said, you wake up and get right to it. Like, you know, that's key, especially in most producers.
Consistency,
You know,
consistency, and discipline.
Yep.
A lot of people don't have that nowadays. It's
Anything.
very hard to find people like that, you know? It's very, very hard. Like people that just wake up. I know him. He's already levels ahead of me. He's, whew.
Yeah.
His work is just like something else. But me personally, it's like I just focus how like we was talking about it earlier, just like beats.
Right.
You know? To me, like my goal in the long run is just to be the best beat maker I could possibly be.
Hell yeah.
You know? And then just like worry about the production part of it, whether like have like lyrics on it or just keep it as a beat or just like, you know, send it out to artists, fuck around with it, you know? But yeah,
I
that's
like-
the goal.
Yeah, and I like how you, like you're saying, like go, like you can release the beat as a beat. Like
As
it's
a beat.
It's just because it's fine. It doesn't need to have like, that's cool. Like, cause I haven't really thought about that, like in that way to like release it, just like let it be a beat. It's just a beat. That's what it's supposed to be, like in a sense.
Correct. That's right. I got that idea from D. Will.
Okay.
If you guys tap in with D. Will, he has like I think 5 or 6 different like beat tapes on his Spotify. And his shit, he's versatile too, but his main element I would say dark trap.
Okay.
His orchestra, filthy.
For real.
Filthy. And then he lays trap drums on top of that. Bro, you guys need to tap in with D. Will. Very underrated producer.
Where's he
out
from?
there. Orange County, California.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Hell yeah.
Very, very nice.
Now, I also wanted to ask you, like, so nowadays too, you know, the music industry, everyone's attention spans are a little bit shorter. You know, certain, genres of music will come in and out quickly. So how do you like stay inspired by like the different trends in the industry?
Don't worry about the mainstream.
Okay.
Because mainstream is dying anyway.
Right.
Fuck trends.
No,
Do what you want to do. Like at the end of the day, it's your art. Do what you want to do. Fuck the trends. The trends will catch up to you if you're doing what you love.
To me, like, even honestly, like, being uncomfortable, like, staying underground, I still be feeling comfortable, though. That's, like, the part that nobody really want to catch on. Because if you look at mainstream music right now, and if you really want to compare it, like, back in, like, the early 2000s, back in the early 2000s, a hot song would come out, and that shit would play for, like, 6 months. Like, straight up 6 months.
That's what I'm saying.
Besides the club songs, you know, like, Dreams and Nightmare by, like, Meek Mill, that shit will forever play. Another song, Finito by Chief Keef, that shit will forever play. But even like the just bass main songs that's out there on mainstream is their time span is from like 1 to 6 months. But right now, mainstream is like you listen to like a song, it's like 2 weeks later, it's dead.
Gone.
It's dead. It's
Yeah.
gone. Mainstream is dying, and nobody is admitting it.
It's true. I agree.
You know, it's funny to me because everybody want to be a mainstream artist so bad.
But
But
honestly,
then, like, they look at the songs and it's like, bro, like, they're dying.
You
out
really
there.
want that?
but
They're
it's good
dying.
because, dude, mainstream is ass, bro. Mainstream is poisonous. It's toxic. It'll fuck your artistry up. Stay underground, develop a loyal fan base, and move from there. Do not concentrate on mainstream.
I agree.
That shit is bad for you, bro. They'll kill you, bro. They'll straight out kill you
Especially
for your
if
money.
you sign deals too. If you sign a
bro.
deal, like you guys have seen like the stories with like
Yeah.
NBA YoungBoy, couple artists
even
too, not
Wayne.
just him.
Even Wayne
Wayne,
got fucked
yeah, like they get fucked over all the time.
all the time.
All the time because
especially
they don't
now.
own their masters.
Yeah, and
He
now
owns his masters.
Yeah.
I own my
Yeah.
masters. You know,
Yeah.
it's like nobody can tell us nothing.
Yeah, 100%, bro. That's
that's
important.
a fact,
And that's
yeah.
when one thing you hear as well, like just nowadays, like get your masters. You see these producers getting their masters, like Metro Boomin. What was it?
Well, now they're selling their masters.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Selling it.
yeah,
That's what I mean. Pardon me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're selling it.
Which is a little different now,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
Because some of these produced, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I agree 100%, like, owning your masters, and that's a hard thing to do when you're mainstream. Like, you can't.
It's very hard.
It's
'Cause
very
if you
hard.
look at the
It's rare.
music industry, like in a whole nutshell, it's very demonic. It's very, very demonic. Illuminati's in it.
Some sold trade shit.
Soul trades, blood contract, you know?
Yeah.
And like a lot of these artists don't like really want to go out there on interviews and podcasts and just talk about it because if they do, then they'll be fearing the record label,
Right.
Because they're gonna come after them.
Yeah.
Look what happened with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. It wasn't the cops that put him in jail. That wasn't the case scenario. It was his record label. They pushed him out.
They pushed him out of his deal.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
But nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is right now, this is why I want to put like social media down really. Because they just giving you straight up bullshit.
Yeah.
And like nobody really knows the truth unless like you dig in very
give
deep
you-
and find what you're really looking for, then you'll find the truth.
TikTok. It's unfiltered. Guys, look up music industry crap on TikTok because it's not filtered by anyone in our actual country. So you can see all the outside perspectives of like what Jay is doing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, check the rabbit hole.
That's right.
I'm not saying shit about shit, but check out Jay, check out Rockefeller, check out P. Diddy, check out Nelly.
You think they're good people?
Yeah.
Think again. Think again.
Do you think do you think that there's any like upside to the industry at all? Like, do you think that there are some artists out there that are mainstream that do keep it, you know, not so demonic and like shit like that, or do you think it's
Absolutely.
no,
No, not a
No?
shot. Personally.
And yes,
Honestly, the only person that I've seen him do it, independent too, is Lil Mabu.
okay,
Lil Mabu.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's so new though.
Yeah.
So new.
He's
and
so
he
new.
gives me weird
I don't
vibes,
think he's gonna
guys.
last, bro.
If you heard his last song,
He got something weird in his eyes, dog.
he got something weird in his eyes, but he owns 100% of his songs. There's no cuts. Nobody got a cut. You know how crazy that is? An engineer didn't get a cut. A producer didn't get a cut. He owns 100% of his music.
is he producing his shit too? Like, is that does he?
I
do
have
that?
no idea
Yeah.
what the fuck and how he's doing it,
Yeah.
but I need to tap in with him.
Yeah.
I need to
Hell
tap
yeah.
in with him.
That's interesting, man. Very interesting.
So how you want it?
Yeah. So all right. So as a producer now, what are some challenges that you've faced being a producer? Whether it be, you know, but we could talk about the actual making a beat. Let's say you can't. Something's not hitting right. You know what I mean? Or
Or just beat block, like you
Beat
ever
block.
get-
Yeah,
you
beat
got
block.
beat
That
block.
happens all the time. I
Yeah.
go through it all the time.
all the time.
It
What-
So how do you
happens.
how do you deal with that?
I would like when I have like beat blocks, I would just like honestly just stop listening to music. Like in general. Not like even just the things that I produced or like anything like thing out there. It's just nothing. I just keep my ears empty for like a good week or two, and then get back to it. You know? Because when I keep my ears empty, my brain already start developing ideas. And I start taking those ideas and put them on Fruity Loops
Yeah.
and go from there. So what you're really basically doing is instead of thinking of it as like a beat block, think of it as a rest for your
Yeah,
head.
right.
Because like I said earlier, like all the ideas that I have, it just comes from my head and it goes on to Fruity Loops. and I start tweaking around with it. So I would take like a week, 2, calm down, no music, no listening to nothing. Even I be in the gym just like raw, like no music, just benching
going.
like somebody's mom, bro. Just going, feel me? Like I'm just going up and down with this shit, no music. It'd be boring as fuck. I'll tell you, it'd be boring as fuck.
Yeah.
But
It's for good.
I need that rest.
It's for good
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
Okay.
And especially, I mean, you never want to be like, especially as a producer, the worst thing you could get, like the worst point you get to is like burnt out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you just can't create, and then it's like, damn, like what the fuck? Like,
True.
So you never want to get there. I mean, we've all been there at some point. You know what I mean? Where it's like, whoa, but like, like for me, beat block, like I kind of just like cook my way out of it in a way, in a sense. I just like, it's frustrating, but I just kind of keep cooking, and something good will come out, and then it'll go on the right turn, kind of deal. But like, I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like for me, like, if it's beat block, like, because sometimes I'll get it like in the middle of a beat. You know what I mean? Like I'll be making a beat and I'll be like,
always
"Ooh, I
happened
don't know."
too.
Like, you know.
That
Yeah.
So
always
sometimes I
happened.
think for me it's like whether I'll either take a break. I usually wouldn't take like a week break. I usually would just stop for a little bit, see how I feel the next day. You know. But like you said, like sometimes just working through it and just like finishing it. Like, all right, I'm bouncing this. Like maybe I didn't focus completely on maybe the mix isn't great and shit like that, but like at least just like get it done, bounce it out, and it's like, all right, I did one. Now I could wait a little bit and wait for, some more inspiration to come or whatever. So I think both. Like for me,
Both,
it's like
yeah.
both, really. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I feel like the people that do it the most throughout the days are the one that's gonna end up the beat block faster.
Yeah.
You know, because if you like producing like 6-8 hours a day, your ears are like fucked
you gotta
by the
give-
end of the
you gotta
day,
give
bro.
some
Like
sort of break.
shot, like
Yeah.
No way.
you're,
Mhm.
it's like to the point like I don't want to even touch this project anymore. Let me just sleep on it, wake up tomorrow, fresh ears, and
Yeah.
go to it. That's kind of like a key for me too. Like I like would never spend more than 3 hours making beats. Like back when I first started, obviously I had to just to get the experience,
Right.
just to be here where I'm at right now. But right now, after 3 hours, I'm like, all right, next thing.
Yeah.
Either like, make food, go to the gym, go to work, whatever the case might be. But more than 3 hours, I could never do no more. No.
I feel like for me, I could do, like, I would like to spread it out throughout the day. So I'm not going to sit there for 6 hours and make a beat for 6 hours straight or
Correct.
beats for 6 hours straight. Like, I'll do 2 hours, I'll make some beats, and then maybe wait a couple hours and then hop back on, do some more shit, wait a little bit, hop back on, So I spread it out, and I think that helps me. It gives my ears a rest, you know what
Yes,
I mean? And
absolutely. That
what you
works too.
need, Yeah.
Every producer got like a different way of doing
Yeah,
it.
Right.
100%.
That's what makes every producer unique, really. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And of course, there's been a time where, you're in the mood, so you bust out like 10 beats in like a short amount of time. But then sometimes it's like,
Yeah. Because
you know what I mean?
Sometimes you
Yeah.
you make the melody for the first beat and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how
Shit.
you know what kind of day it's gonna be.
Yep.
You already
Yeah.
know. But nah, man, it's nice to chop it up with someone that like you see what we're talking about with that shit because you've been through it.
Absolutely. I love all my producers, man.
Yeah,
Hell
please
yeah.
We work so hard, bro.
do, man.
We need more recognition out there in the mainstream for sure. We do.
I think the way we get it is just to continue to like do shit like this, like on podcasts and just like talk about our process and talk about our journey and shit like
Absolutely.
that. You know?
I agree.
And artists need to stop asking for shit for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Stop being a douchebag, bro. You're putting words in this shit. Just fucking pay the producer, bro. Or learn how to do it yourself and stop bitching. One or the other. Your call.
But this is the problem. It's like they try to do it themselves, then they release it, and that shit is ass.
Oh, it's
Yeah, and then they
horrible.
learn from that,
ass,
and then they
bro.
pay the
Like, it's
producer. No
really
matter what, it
ass.
ends up back at you. Really.
It's like
So I want to ask you. So what's like your process? Like, do you lease beats? Do you sell beats exclusive? Do you really just do collabs? Do you take points on records when you collab with someone? Do you take a fee up front? Like, what's like? Is it different between all artists? What's like your process with that?
Good question.
that's actually a good question. It really depends on like what we're looking to do. So for example, Mega Villain Park, I went 50-50 with him, on the whole project. So like recording and like mixing and engineering, everything that Kotz did for us, we like both chipped in 50-50. So he owned 50% of the project, I own another 50. Oh wait, actually, I lied. I'm sorry. He owns 45. I own 45. Kotz got 10.
Okay.
Kotz got 10. We gave our engineer 10%.
Always
feel
tip
like-
your engineers, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like artists should really like be
Big.
very fair with like what they really giving out percentage wise.
It'll
I
help
mean-
you in the long game, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Don't be a
does.
dick.
Yep.
Pay everybody that worked on that shit. And when you get up at the end of the day and you accept that reward, I swear to God, if I hear it was me and only me that got me here, I'ma fucking lose my shit. Don't ever do that, bro. It takes a team. Stop being a bitch.
But see, everybody's capping, and everybody around it is buying it.
Yeah, because they
That's
suck.
the generation that we live in right now.
Bunch of fucking idiots. I
It's
can't
like
stand them.
everybody buys this shit. It's like this
like
is the thing about TikTok. It's free 99 because you could really sell everything on there, and everybody will buy it.
Yeah. It's true.
It's true.
So, like, what are some things that people like misinterpret with producers? Like what are some things that like you would say that like a stigma or like a certain view that whether it be artists or just fans or just people have on us as producers? Like, do you think there is any? Because like we were talking earlier, we get the short end of the stick a lot. Like we don't really get.
I feel like we should be more credited for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because, like, if you just, like, look at a song and just, like, from outside the box, the only thing that you're really hearing is a beat and lyrics. So, technically, how I believe it should work is that producers should get more recognition because that's half of the song. That's half of the song that you're listening to. And some producers are so great, the people don't even dance to the lyrics. They dance to the beat. You know?
Yeah.
It's the beat that's making your body move.
Move. Yeah.
You know? It's
Always.
sometimes it's the lyrics, you know?
Sometimes,
Depending on,
yeah.
like, what genre you're listening to, really. But in, like, most case, like, mainstream, it's the beat. It's us. We does this, you know?
Yeah.
It's us. We're the one that's moving the body in the club, really.
Let me throw you guys an alley-oop. You want to talk about DJ Khaled for a sec?
He's not a real producer. He's not a real producer. Yes, I said it right. He's not a real producer. You're not a real producer if you don't sit down and make that shit your own. Because, look, if you want to bring people around and, like, have them make loops for you and have an engineer that does your work and then buy everything out from them and put everything under your name, to me, that's not a true producer in my eyes. A true producer would, like, sit down, make the whole beat from their fucking head. That's a true producer. Every other fucking crap that with, like, loops and you getting somebody in it. I'm a big fan of, like, collaborating.
Right.
But the fuckers that's on DJ Khaled shit not getting credit.
Yeah. So what about people that say like, all right, producers like like a producer versus a beat maker, like they're two different things.
It is two different things. It's the difference between producers and beat maker is basically marketing and selling. Because if you're selling the beats, you're a producer. If you're just making the beats, then you're just a beat maker.
Right.
It really depends on like what you could obviously choose either routes that you really want to be in. But I feel like to like step it up from like being just a beat maker is just like you got to get your name out there, brand it, market it, and sell it. That's the best way to do it, really.
Yeah.
I would say I slightly disagree just in terms of like, because like you said, producer and beat maker, like different things, right?
Correct.
For like the DJ Khaled, like I don't know what goes on back there. Like I assume that he's listening to the beats, picking the beats that he wants, getting the artists that he wants on there. If he's not doing that, then I see your point.
No. He is doing that.
Yeah.
He is doing that. So he got like guys that would like come into his studio and like play guitars or play piano and play. But
if he's saying, yo, I want this.
he wants this.
This.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's an idea creator. Absolutely. No doubt about that. But when it comes to him being a producer, absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
because it doesn't meet the full criteria of it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because you're not doing the work
You gotta have
yourself.
the
You have
full
people
half and half.
doing it for you. So, like, for example, let's say you're a drummer, he's a guitarist. He play the guitars, and you play the drums, and I'll give you guys money. I'll take your credit. But now, what you guys both did belongs to me now. But I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I just paid you guys.
But what
for
about
it.
this though?
What if you said, all right, this singer is gonna be perfect on this, and then you got the singer?
Or what if you're saying, I want this chord progression, and I want a melody that has these instruments, and I want it to be a sad, some sort of melody that's going up and down, and then I want these drums to have, I want dusty drums with, these certain hi-hats and these. Do you consider that like producing or?
Not
think
me.
he's too
No,
dumb to
I
do
feel
that
like
work.
that's an idea.
Yeah.
I would consider it more of an idea on like what you got going on in your head. Absolutely, yes. But to me, that's not production. If you're not sitting down like on a computer with a DAW and just like making everything yourself on like the way you actually like it, that's not a producer. You're just an idea creator. That's what I would call him.
I'll ask you a question.
A DJ, because he
Yeah.
does DJ really.
Yeah.
You know,
If
but not a producer. Not in my eyes. No.
so, ready with him, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I tell you to play guitar. I go, I want you to go, na 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 na. I tell you to do that. Are you a guitar player?
Yeah. Well, if you hired me as a guitar player?
No, if I'm asking you, am I a guitar player?
Oh. No, I'm not, no.
No, if you play guitar
Yeah.
and I ask you, yo, can you do na 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 na
Yeah.
on guitar, and you play that,
Yeah.
am I a guitar player?
No.
So DJ Khaled's not a producer.
But what's the definition? What's the definition?
That's
of a
true. That's
producer,
what I was
though?
trying to like put him in a box,
No,
and
because
that's
you can be considered a producer for doing that.
Because what's the definition?
and that's the
of a
fucked up
producer?
part
That's
about
what-
it.
that's
No,
what
no, no,
people-
no, no. Let me stop you right there. That's the fucked up part about it.
What?
It's that like you are considered yourself as a producer.
No, I'm not saying I don't think that's true. Now I'm just saying like today, like people would consider that a producer.
Like
You're saying
if
that's
he's
what-
gonna take all the credit,
That's what he does, though.
yeah,
that's
okay.
what he
Okay, so
does.
like on these DJ Khaled albums, like when you look at the credits, it just says produced by DJ
Who's
Khaled.
looking at the credits?
Me.
Nobody looking.
No,
at
but
that.
I'm saying
nobody.
no, but when
nobody's looking at
who's
that
who's
credit.
getting paid?
Yeah, but when you're looking, like you got to look at it.
you got to look at the credits. And
No. When it comes to getting paid, best believe they getting paid.
Yeah.
Best believe they are getting paid. That's not the issue.
But their name's not there.
Their names might be there like in the bottom, you know.
Yeah.
But he's getting all the credits for it.
Right.
You know, he's getting fame and money off of it.
Do you think
I've
they're
never
getting
seen
any
a
of their
single
cut?
post that he's done where he's paid any appreciation to anybody that works on
Those
his
other
projects
producers.
besides these top star artists. What if he's had a guitarist for 10 years that's done all the work for all of his guitar stuff?
You might.
I think if he's gonna hide the fact that if he's gonna hide I don't know I haven't really like looked at
It all comes down to authenticity. Be what
Authenticity.
you are perceived to be.
Yeah.
If you're not, we're going to have problems with what you're perceiving to be because you're lying to us. Always be what you are perceived to be, or you will have these faults.
See, I'm not even mad at stuff like that. Well, when it comes to like DJ Khaled, I'm not even like mad at stuff like this. But because like he's more of, to me, in my eyes, he's like an idea creator when it comes to like the whole production game. But don't go after Tyler the Creator after ranking #1.
Bingo.
Yeah, like
don't do
that's
that.
the wrong thing to
yeah
do.
Because you guys remember when he spazzed out? That
Stay in
wasn't
your lane.
cool. That was not cool.
Yeah.
I think I definitely like if I was gonna do it right, if I was getting paid to bring together if I was in his position, I would credit the producers that are producing on the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would, I personally I would still consider him a producer,
Yeah.
but
He's an overseer.
yeah, but if he's saying I made this beat and I made these and all this shit, then I think that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I don't know, but everyone has different opinions. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
On that. Yeah. But I think that's definitely a interesting.
He puts his own tags
Yeah.
on other people's beats. That's
Yeah.
so wild to go, we're the best. Bitch, who? Who?
Now, what about this? What about this though?
Who? Your producer?
Heavy on the who. Heavy on the who.
What if you have someone, right, that has like someone like Dr. Dre,
Fucking goat.
right? So he
The GOAT.
so he started with obviously making fucking beats on the shit. He's literally what we were just talking about, like in the shit.
Doing everything.
But he don't do that anymore. I don't think.
He still does.
I
He's
know,
working on the new album with 50.
Word, but like I feel like
Does he have someone?
he definitely has his producers and his people that he's like putting on shit. You know what I mean? Like he's doing what DJ Khaled is doing now, just because he has
But also,
a background more than more of a background than DJ Khaled. In
Absolutely, because he worked out throughout his whole life. He worked out with legends.
Music. So that's
Absolutely,
But
I agree.
also-
But if I was in Dr. Dre's shoes right now, I would retire. I have $800 million in my bank account. The fuck am I producing for?
But also, on a side note, unless he's rapping, it's not his album. So my problem with DJ Khaled is DJ Khaled just says we the best on his albums and leaves all the artists to do his work. But if Dre puts out an album, he's rapping on that album.
Yeah, I can see your point.
The problem is the framing and the titles that they're putting around these projects.
It's like wrong.
Yeah, because it's DJ Khaled's beat, but every song is Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, Amigos, all that shit, right? But when it's a Dre album, it's Dre. Fuck you. Play your lane.
All right. No, I definitely see. Because I definitely see like all
I could-
aspects.
yeah,
You know.
Respectfully, fuck you. Sorry, Dr. Dre.
No.
Speaking of DJ Khaled, actually, I get
He needs to
this
stop dancing.
all the time, bro. So I get Nas, DJ Khaled, and Drake, and then you got me with a beard, right? We all look the same.
Okay.
We all look the same.
You said it
I'm not
here
even
first.
lying.
If you say that to Yul, it is fair game. It is not any form of
But if I
racism.
had my
He
beard-
admitted it.
I just shaved yesterday, bro.
Clean shaven.
Clean shave too. Facts. But if I had my beard, I would literally look like Nas's younger brother, bro.
Nas.
Nas.
Y'all should all do an album together and say who the best.
Holy shit.
Just all y'all in a room.
Man,
A lot of shit to talk about.
I love it.
Yeah. What's your how important is like finding your workflow as a producer? You know, a lot of people have different workflows and you know, depending on what DAW you use and certain things like that. How important is it to like find your workflow and stick with that, and you think that helps you as a producer grow?
Workflow, I would consider it more like of my day routine, really.
Okay.
Because like I was talking earlier about like discipline and consistency. It's like when I wake up, the first thing that I'm really doing is just like sitting down, you know, on that chair making a beat.
Right.
You know, that's my workflow. It's like I get up and I do it right away, because that's what discipline taught me. It's like get up, do it, just do it. You know, so that's really my workflow. It's like part of my routine throughout the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And you use FL Studio, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to FL.
Yeah.
Shout out to FL. FL is fire.
We love FL. Man.
that new update too. It's fucking-
21.
Yeah,
Oh my
21.
goodness.
Have you tried any other DAWs, or FL was the only one?
Bro, I put my hands on FL, fell in love with that thing, would never trade it for another DAW.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me as a
Yeah.
producer, honestly.
We
That's
started
just
on
me.
Logic, and we said, nope,
Moved over to FL.
bro. I mean, do you guys think? Do you think you?
Honestly, if you look at it in general, like the biggest producers out there, like even 808 Mafia, Metro Boomin, D-Will, Lex Luger, all of them are using Fruity Loops. You know?
yeah.
They're making all those like hard ass 808s and those like creepy ass, hard ass, dark melodies
Yeah.
that goes with it, all on FL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FL got the sauce. FL is like unappreciated when it comes to stuff like that.
What's your thoughts on like the like FL11, like hitting harder? Like it's supposedly like the processing is like more like you could.
That was the tweak that everybody be talking
Yeah.
about. It was the tweak. The tweak
I
is
feel like
definitely a big key.
Yeah, like
But I mean, like, you could copy it, really. Because FL fixed that bug. But if you want something to, like, hit harder, you always got the boost option
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
sounds,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
You can
yeah,
just
yeah.
tweak it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can just
Oh,
tweak it.
that little-
You can
little-
get that same sound. But a lot of people want to, like, take it out of the box and be like, oh, FL11 is better than the 20 and the 21. It's like, they're all the same. It was just a bug fix. It's
Okay.
literally all the same.
Wait, so that's interesting. So it was a bug fix? Like, so what? the shit was hitting harder on 11. They
11 than all the other versions.
So they fixed the bug where now all these other versions supposedly it's hitting the same.
Hit the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's why like the 11 one stands out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish I fucking had it. Like I wish I still had that. Like
You
just
can.
to
Yeah.
see. I don't know where to get it. Bro.
Yeah. How do you?
I tried to crack
you
it.
can't get it
like-
on Mac. I don't think.
You gotta switch to PC,
Use
my friend.
wineskin. You got to use wineskin to use it on Mac.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah. That's okay.
You can do
yeah.
that.
Yes, sir.
That's how everyone back in the day would have FL on their Macs.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've updated wineskin, so if you guys need it, that's the move.
I'm getting 11. Bro.
Gonna get 11. That's funny.
So do you have any like when you produce? I know a lot of it. You know, it's digital. Do you have any like hardware that you use? Like any like whether it be like MIDIs or just like compressors or stuff like that or?
Mostly through VSTs.
Yeah, me
You know,
same.
I get everything through VSTs.
Same here.
I'm not trying to fill my room with boxes, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Much
So
more digital.
VST, just like, get it out of the way. Control Hub is a very good VST too.
What is that?
Control Hub, it's a $15 a month subscription. It has literally everything that you need
For what? Like just like
for melodies, drum. You could literally put it on every single pattern you use.
Oh, with a K,
including your
control.
master.
Kontrol. Control, like native instruments?
No. Control Hub. You're thinking about Complete. You're thinking about Control Complete, not Control Complete. That Control Complete start with a K, but Control Hub, it's a new VST that's everybody been using now, and it got like literally almost everything that you'd be looking at, like from compressors to reverbs, delays, effects.
Does it have sounds on there too, like synth sounds, or is it more an effect plugin?
It's an effect plugin.
Okay.
That's
It's an
dope,
effects plugin that you could literally mix and master almost every pattern that you would
Wow.
like.
Wow.
You could literally put it on even your masters and mix the whole beat with it.
Damn.
I have to check that
I
out.
would definitely. Gonna
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look into Control Hub.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite VST?
Like synth.
My favorite VST?
Yeah, like there's got to be one for the taking.
Nexus.
Nexus.
Oh,
Nexus.
shit.
Right.
Yo.
Haven't used Nexus. in a
Nexus?
while.
And a lot of people stop at Nexus when they get the just like the original Nexus. When you pay like $250 and you get like Nexus 3 and stuff like that, or even if you still have the 2, you just get the normal Nexus. Bro, go look into the packs.
Yeah, like
Go buy those
expansions?
packs. Those expansion
Yeah.
packs, bro. Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
We have. Yeah.
We don't know.
That's Nexus.
Yeah.
Bro,
I keep-
Nexus is different
I
ball
confuse
again.
it for Electra,
Oh yeah.
Electra's nice.
Electra's
Yeah, Electra's lit.
but I'd be confusing the two.
You fuck with Omni?
Not me, but Marvelous does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Nah, I mean,
yeah,
Marvelous
yeah,
does.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, shit. I got to look into that.
Yeah, Control Hub. Here.
I've been using Splice
Yeah,
like
those
crazy.
VST Splice, yo.
Splice is savage. I be doing my
Splice, I feel like it's more for loops wise, honestly.
Yeah, but I run Splice and then I can run Serum through Splice because they have all those new apps that you can do through there,
Yeah.
and they
You
have like
absolutely do that.
mad nice wild apps through Splice now.
Yeah, I got Serum through Splice.
They have
I
so
got-
many new
yeah.
programs
What else
too
did I
now.
get? I think I got.
They made their
Analog
own
Lab.
DAW.
Yeah, it has its own DAW. Yeah.
So wild. Like
Yeah.
Splice went off this
Yeah,
year.
they did. And like you could use your credits for presets for the plugin.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
mad lit.
You
Yeah,
can
that's-
upload
that
your
is-
own too. You know, you want to be creative, want to step out of the
Some
box.
money.
Hey, make so much money. Upload your stuff out there.
How do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay,
You got it.
So like when you like you said we were talking before, you work with a lot of artists, a lot of talented artists, a lot of talent. How do you handle like feedback from them? Like are you open to feedback? Are you more like, this is kind of really how I want it to be, so kind of keep it, or are you open?
See, the feedback and energy really be in the studio itself, you know?
I agree.
Because, like, I sat down with, like,
Facts.
Docs and made him beats just to be on my last album, Mr. Versatile. And, like, as I'm, like, making the beat, he's writing. So the energy was already there. And then, we started recording, and then he was outside the booth listening to what he already recorded, and we was, like, jumping in there, bro.
Yeah, so you knew.
We was jumping in there. In his room, bro. Even I go to his house when we working on our shit too. We be jumping over there. You know, it's like the feedback is always where we at, you know? It's not like in the aftermath kind of for me.
Okay.
Maybe other producers get
Yeah.
it in like the aftermath, like, yo, this shit is actually fire, like after a while. But to me, the feedback is always in the room after we finish the song. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
How about this? Like, how about, you know, let's say you produce something for Max and he's like, yo, you got to take this instrument out. Like, I don't like this instrument. Or he changed the drum here and there. Are you going to take that advice and be like, yo, it's the artist.
He asked me ahead of time. The nicest thing about working
I'm,
with Yul,
I'm actually a big fan of customization.
yeah, like he actually will, prior to me even saying anything, be like, yo, here's a new beat. Do you like the drums? We can swap the drums. We can swap the synths. Let's just work from there.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel
I'm the
like
same
every
way.
producer should be
Yup.
doing that
Yeah.
too, not just me.
I make sure to tell the artist, like, yo, if there's literally anything,
Any
like,
piece, it
we
can
can
be- it can be
switch this out.
changed.
We can switch this in. We can literally take out a bunch of instruments if you want. We could add shit in. Like, it's for the artist. So whatever the artist wants, I'm down to do. You know?
Absolutely. I feel like that's another like a big step for like producers to like unlock is to be comfortable working with the artists that they really want to work with. Because if you're not going to listen to what, you know, they want from you to do, then they're really not going to fuck with you and they're going to find somebody else that's really going to listen to them and do what they want to be done.
Yep. 100% agreed, bro.
But artists also shouldn't be dicks about it either. There's like a two-way thing. Like the producer and the artist have to meet in the middle, and the goal has to just be make the best product possible. That's it. Yeah. The artist got to remove ego just as much as the producers.
Absolutely.
It's important. It's so
I
important.
agree.
The end goal needs to be, let's make a fire product, and
Yes.
anything that's gonna take to do that, you know. And I definitely agree. There's definitely some artists that are like, you know, egos get in the way of producers, like, and they're like, they want certain things a certain way, but it's like if you just look to what the end product, let's just get there, you know. So I think that's big.
So like in your beats, like do you have something that you like to put in there, like each time, something that's kind of like trademarked, like a Yul trademark kind of thing, like a
Besides your tag,
besides the tag?
It's not
Yeah.
my tag, obviously.
Is it something like, you know,
like shout out Murder Beats, he always has that chant,
like the
in his thing.
chant.
The chant,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm
what
sure
you're
Metro
talking about.
uses a lot of this, you know, specific sound to that kind of like catches the ear for him. Do you have any of that or no?
I wouldn't say yet. See, I would like work on stuff like that. The only thing that I'm trying to stand out from every single producer out there really is my transitions
Okay.
when it comes to like making beats. And I really struggled with that a lot when I first started. When it comes to like transitions, because like I'd be like looking at music videos and you guys like know those like flashy transitions when like the song goes very hard, like
Yeah.
going in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you got like a bridge and like another like soft verse and then it kicks back to the
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
That's what I'm mostly working on
Okay,
right now. And
yeah.
I'm trying to develop is basically like the bridges,
Like
the
the switch-ups.
transition,
Yeah.
the switch
Yeah.
up. Because right now, if you look mainly at my beat build from like scratch, it's probably just gonna be like an intro, a bridge, a verse, another bridge, second verse, outro. That's how I make my beats. But I feel like I need to capitalize more on transitions. What's the name of it? Purple Rose is another beat from my beat tape. I feel like I stepped up when it came to that. And what's the other one I had? I believe the one I sent you had a lot of transitions and bridges in it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm just like getting started on like capitalizing on stuff like that. I'm trying
The
to catch
Silent
up to
Hill beat, the intro into the main piece,
That's-
and then the outro.
and then the outro. Yeah,
yeah,
Silent
that
Hill.
one is my go-to. I still have
Silent
to
Hill's
finish that.
also
Holy
on the
shit,
beat
I
tape.
fucking forgot about
Yep.
that. That's gonna be our next single.
Yes.
We were trying to drop that by June, right? I gotta get my ass.
MVP 2 next year.
Oh fucking yeah! That's gonna hit different, guys.
Oh, let's go. Hype for that.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
So like, you know, how long you been producing now?
2018.
Okay.
End of 2017, because basically I was just like figuring out what really I wanted to do, like since I dropped out of college. And like I was studying like production from the outside, so I was listening to like a lot of music, finding like different genres and like what I really wanted to do, or like put my my foot through what door really. And then I just started,
Yeah.
2018 really.
Okay.
But 2017 I was doing like my background studying of it,
Yeah.
and then 2018 kicked in, and I just started from there.
All right. So it's been a little bit. So it's like, so you have any advice? So like any advice for upcoming producers like that are just starting now?
Keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Make sure you have discipline and consistency. Without those two, you're not going nowhere in life. And not just even production, just as a human being in general. Anything that you really put your mind to, you know, you just got to put in hard work and you got to grind. Like, again, experience really matters, because, like, I was talking earlier, it would take me like 2 to 3 hours to make one beat. And now it's like 20 minutes. It's like, it's done. And I'm making like 2 or 3 beats a day, call it a day, you know?
I'll add a piece of advice. Find an artist, one artist that you match with heavy, and just grind with them. Because if you think about it, in 2018, we met at some random event that kid invited us to, and we were just chilling outside of 7-Eleven in a car. And I was like, yo, here's Everybody Dies. And then you were like, I got beats.
Yeah.
And then we moved from there. Find
Wait, what did you
somebody
say
that
to him?
you... What?
What did you
I
say?
remember that day.
Yeah, so essentially what happened is our homie at the time invited us to this event, and we didn't really know each other. It was like 2018, 2019?
2018 at Phelps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phelps. It
And-
was the pool place.
Yeah.
Not that one that you guys pulled up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
at my show. No, it was like a whole
Okay.
different pool place in Colmac.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we really met over there.
We chilled that entire night, and one
Yeah.
time we just went out to 7-Eleven. I think that we were grabbing drinks because there was nothing there.
He was like, yo, I'm an artist. I'm like, no fucking way. I was like, no fuck. Like, you know how like your eye just like glitter up
Yeah.
when you like something exciting just happened? You know, just like, you know how like the Undertaker rise after getting knocked out? It's like,
Yeah.
Wait, no. That
it's like
didn't.
that. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
I'm
you
gonna be
get that
honest.
feeling.
Your first face was not that, because everybody was like a SoundCloud rapper at that time. You're like, here's another one. And then I showed you a song, and you're like, all right,
No, but it was fire.
yeah,
It was fire.
yeah. And then I think from there, like, we just started working. So I mean, at least from the artist perspective, which isn't like necessarily a producer's perspective.
See, I get why you say that, really. Because, like, in my head, that's, like, what my head go through.
Yeah.
But, like, my expression, I'll be like,
Yeah. Yeah, nah. You
but
probably
my
had.
head be going crazy.
Bro, I was some wild looking white kid that just showed up to some.
I really keep everything up here.
And yeah, I mean, I think personally for me as an artist, I can't really speak for you, but also as a producer, one of the greatest things that's helped me as a producer, at least with like Soup and shit, has just been working with one artist and grinding it out and figure your strengths and
I
what
love
your
Soup to death.
yeah, bro. But like that's the whole thing. At least that was for me.
No, I-
If you're a producer, find an artist you fuck with heavy and just work with them, bro.
Work with them. Don't worry about the money. Don't
Uh-uh.
worry about nothing. Work and you'll get there. You
100%.
will get there. Your numbers will go up.
Yeah.
100%.
Keep
Yeah.
the consistency going.
And
you'll-
obviously, you know, keep some time open to work with other artists and
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
do
of
all that.
course.
But I 100% agree with you,
Absolutely.
bro.
You don't want to lock down. Like, as a producer, you don't want, like, really want to lock down to one artist and just
Yeah.
mainly working with one artist.
Yeah.
Eventually, you know, you want to branch out and, like, get your name out there besides just working with one artist and, you know, add an S to that. Now you got artists.
But how many?
Essentially each other's test rats.
Yeah.
Like you're just
Yeah.
testing shit on each
Yeah.
other, seeing
Yeah.
what works best, seeing how you work, how you progress.
I mean, some of the best artists out there right now all did that. They grew up with a producer and they built their sound with the producer.
100%.
So yeah, I agree. I think that's really important.
Chief Keef and Chop.
Drake too.
That's
with
one
6.
right there.
I mean, you got Future, Metro Boomin, and Southside, all of them.
Lil Uzi ended up working with Boomin, right?
Boomin, yeah, 100%. Yep.
Even The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Yeah.
Weeknd.
Metro does a lot of stuff with The Weeknd too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Peep had 3 dog.
Who?
Peep, Little Peep had 3 dogs.
Lil
6
Peep
dog.
had 3. Yeah.
X had a producer out there. I forgot who it was. Fuck.
Zilla Kami had the producer too.
Oh yeah.
The one with that. I feel like his what was it? It was Rax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like Rax. Like that was his producer tag. His main thing in every song was that creepy ass laugh from that anime
Oh
show.
my god, yeah.
Yo, if you listen to Zilla Kami,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did an
that's-
Easter egg with that mega villain.
yes we did. Yes we did. Absolutely.
Pretty sure that's
we
from
did.
like an anime.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Some guy going insane.
Yeah.
Like some Death Note shit.
Yeah, I think it is Death Note.
I think it is Death
Yeah.
Note.
I
It's
think it
Death
is.
Note, and he
my
like
boy, yeah.
sampled that laugh and added it right before his tag, and then it goes Rex.
You know he's from Bayshore?
Yeah.
Zilla Kami, yeah.
Zilla, yeah,
He's still
yeah.
chilling in
Yeah,
Bayshore
yeah.
right now. He just shows up to car events all the time.
Really?
100%. My homies see him quite a bit.
Zilla Kami be
That's
outside.
dope.
That's fire.
I don't
Dude,
know
I
about-
fuck with that guy so much. He don't give a shit. That guy is
Yeah.
grunge as fuck, bro.
Oh yeah, Sus Mula is also grunge, but
Sauce Mula.
he's a little bit more like
Sauce Mula,
He's
I
just,
feel
like,
bad
scared.
because I love his music, but it's the frequency of his voice that kind of messes with me sometimes, and I'm not able to enjoy it. But that's on me, bro. Like, I respect his artistry. It's just his voice that sometimes is a bit much for me. But
I feel like
From out here, too?
Zilla's more. No, he's from Harlem, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
Susmula's from Harlem.
Mhm.
But Zilla is like
His voice
there's
is husky,
no one
bro.
else that is like him,
No.
and he's blowing up now, like big. Like
Not for nothing, dog. He should have been blown up with X and Peep. And
yeah,
them.
I don't,
like
I don't
Zilla.
get how not. I don't get how he didn't.
Because 6 pushed him down. 6ix9ine pushed that motherfucker down.
Really?
6ix9ine stole
Oh,
Zilla's style,
yeah.
bro.
First off,
What's
there
the
is
song
no
they had?
6ix9ine without Zilla Kami.
No, there
100%.
isn't. What's the song they had? Fuck.
Hell Station.
Yes.
Hell Station. I know
Station or
exactly
whatever.
what you're
6ix9ine
talking
stole
about.
all that shit from Zilla. He
Stole
showed me this,
all
bro.
that shit from Zilla Kami, and I keep saying that shit over and over throughout the whole years. Without Zilla Kami, we would not known who 6ix9ine and who the fuck he was.
wouldn't.
And that's why
We
Zilla
wouldn't.
was kept down.
I can see that.
And look who's winning now.
Yeah.
Zilla Kami can walk outside
That-
any day he fucking wants.
Mm-hmm.
Can 6ix9ine though?
He's also working with one of the
Down
most
in
talented
NYC.
artists of this generation right now,
True.
by the way.
Absolutely.
Zilla and Denzel together are like,
Bro.
oh my God,
That's
bro.
a combo right there.
That is, you want that 2-piece? you
Yo,
want that
that's-
2-piece?
You guys are familiar with
That's a
Raider
combo.
Clan?
With who?
Raider Clan?
No.
That's like back when with like Denzel was he was a group called Raider Clan. I forget exactly who was in it.
Wait, was that the
Raider
big
Clan?
one with all like the hot names in it? It
Yeah.
was like him. It was Ski.
Yes. It was all-
Oh my
all
God,
that.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the one
those
that- I didn't know
were
the
the
name. It
greatest,
was
yes,
Ski
with, like-
X. The guy that was named from the guy from Dragon Ball Z. Fuck.
Wasn't there beef with ASAP Mob and them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like someone was supposed to be with
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Bari?
But
ASAP
dude,
Bari?
if that team came up,
Denzel was.
it
Denzel was
is.
supposed to
Oh,
be in-
Kid Trunks.
Yes.
Kid Trey! Kid Trunks.
They are, dude.
Trunks.
If that team popped out, bro, I'm sorry.
were
That's new
infamous
Wu Tang.
Yo,
Try to.
they were fucking crazy.
And Wi-Fi Funeral too.
Oh shit.
Wi-Fi
Bro,
Funeral.
he's still lit, but like I
He's
haven't
so
heard
lit.
I haven't heard shit from him in a while.
Nah, he's just been dry lately.
You remember fucking damn, bro? Because I went to school in Florida, so like a lot of
You
these
saw that shit.
Florida rappers were like, bro, they were like just everywhere. Like everyone loved. Like it was just a weird culture.
But you
You
saw the
wasn't-
fact all those motherfuckers blew
Not
up.
Oh,
even
dude.
that. He was in the greatest generation because that was SoundCloud at its peak.
Oh my God.
Playboy
Peep
Cardi,
and everybody.
XXX, all of the great.
Dude,
Lil
it's
Uzi, bro.
Suicide Boys.
Suicide
Oh.
Boys. Yo, the list goes on and
Bro.
on. That was the peak of
Well, get ready
SoundCloud.
for round 2. When our group pops off,
Yeah,
that's round 2
facts.
for that shit.
Bro, y'all are,
coming.
We
yeah,
coming.
Y'all are
That's
ready.
We about to
are.
make them proud, bro. About to make X and Peep and Juice and all those SoundCloud guys proud, bro.
And then those motherfuckers stem back to their inspiration of like Slipknot and shit and like all
Dude,
this other
Papa
shit.
Roach?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you guys listen to Yeet at all?
No,
No.
don't understand him.
Yeet is fire though.
I
But I
personally
feel
don't
like
get it.
he's
Yeah.
a bootlegged version of Playboy Cardi.
But I just wanted to bring it up because the example of like the producer and artist thing. It's like him had all of his beats are Benny X and what is it? I remember.
Oh, I'm
Where
working.
I'm working on dying. Like
I
those-
want to ask you guys a serious question
Yeah.
on that note. From a producer's perspective, when it comes to artists like Yeet and Lil Uzi, right? Those producers are generally also their engineers.
Yeah.
Who does more work?
Of course, they carrying the boat. It's not Lil Uzi that's carrying the boat.
There
It's
we
not.
go.
It's
There we
not.
go.
yeah,
They're
no.
I
not
think
carrying the boat.
engineer
No,
has-
the engineer's got a lot. I
And
think.
it's
The
usually the
engineer and
producer.
the producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely
especially
not
those
Uzi.
SoundCloud, like you were talking about the SoundCloud days, like
Well,
that-
depending on the artist, because
Yeah.
if you have X split it halfway.
Yeah.
X's
Right.
production and how he did it, he deserves half.
Mm-hmm.
But in a situation like Lil Uzi, I'm sorry,
No.
you deserve less than half on your product. You and I know like the fame and stuff, but if we're being fair and we're going by a matter of work, not only are you doing the rap part, but your producer did your beat, cohesively put your music to the instrumental as well as auto-tuning your voice. Without your auto-tune preset, of which your producer made, there's no Little Uzi.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, I think the engineer is probably has the biggest impact on songs in general. Like, I think if anyone's getting credit, it should be them.
Yeah.
You know, like,
There
they're
should be a three-headed dragon most of the time,
Yeah,
but
I would
it's
say
just one.
artist, producer,
Right.
engineer.
I was literally just talking about this earlier because, like, I was saying, like, producers are very underrated and they don't get the credit that they deserve. Like, if an artist has fucking 10 million, at least you should have at least, like, 7, you know? Like, talking, like, followers-wise and
agree.
engagement, you know?
Yeah.
But then most of the cases you look at it, it's like the biggest artist has, like, 10 million followers and stuff like that. And then the producers got, like, shit,
2K.
fucking 5K, 2K.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's insane.
what
What is going on? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
they,
that's a good
we
point.
as producers, we really need to get our credits. We need our credits. We do.
That's a
agree.
big
I'm
fact.
fucking gonna.
Because again, like I was saying earlier, if you look at the song, it's literally lyrics and a beat.
And sometimes it's more beat than lyrics nowadays.
Because the beat is what makes the body move.
I mean, the yeet shit
That's
is
what you
literally,
vibing to.
like the beat and the engineer. And
It's so funny because if like you really think about it, like a lot of
The
new
engineer.
trap and hip hop is really electronic music.
yeah, it's
Can-
like,
Fucked up.
oh yeah.
100%.
Can we talk about the AI shit though?
Oh,
Yeah, let's
God.
talk.
Bro. Now producers don't need artists.
I know, bro. They don't. It's fucked.
It is so fucked.
It's
They
some
they
crazy
fucking up
shit.
our whole communication.
Yeah.
Well,
are.
the legalities are going to be crazy.
It already is. Like
Yeah.
you heard that Drake shit. I mean, the producer, he ain't laughing now. The dude that put that song out, I think
He got
fucked. Like
UMG came up.
UMG was like, hey,
Are you
Buddy.
talking about the one that I came in and
That's the Drake
that's
song.
the Drake song you're talking
I
about?
think so. It was with.
it was like winter something. Yeah.
But the thing that's
It's
scary
just so
to me
scary.
is that when these labels get their hands on like this really advanced AI, and they could say, "All right, AI, make a song that sounds like Drake." The top names and the top producers jumble it up, and it spits out these songs that are the best songs, and they don't need to pay anyone.
Well, let me explain
That's
to you
why
why
it's
this
fucked. He was right.
Scary.
That's why it's fucked.
So
Here's
scary,
my
bro.
favorite thing about this is we've entered a really interesting generation of art where it's very cut and paste. It's very cookie cutter, right? So this is doing nothing but making both artists and producers one have to unify because we both have a common goal, which is to fight this AI shit, and two, listen, this is quite a iffy subject for me to be talking about. Music has sucked for a minute, guys. Like, music is mid. Like, we get mid albums from these labels. Like, tell me the last song you heard an album that you played for 6 months.
Not since the 2000s, early 2000s.
Why? Are we
Because
really going to blame it on people?
I explained it earlier. Mainstream is dying.
Yeah.
Mainstream is really dying, and nobody
Exactly.
want to talk about it.
So here's the thing, though. Now we're forced to adapt. Now we have to make a better product. Now we can't just throw the towel in and go, this will be good. This will make me money.
That's very true.
We can't make Little Pump Gucci Gang songs no more. Now we got to go back to making this art. We have no other choice because what is the one thing that AI can't do? Make feelings, emotion, and
Yeah,
art.
it can't.
Now we got to, now we
it's
can
time
show
for
up
us to
again.
step the fuck up.
Now
Trust
this is
me.
also going to be the dopest filter for knocking these shitty artists out.
Yeah.
See, you think of it like
fucking
this
good
right
point.
now?
Yeah.
Give it 5 more years.
Never even thought of
They
that.
can lick my ass, bro.
Give
I'll
it
fuck
5
up
more
the
years.
Terminator.
Watch. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Give it 5 more years.
I know, but the thing is, that means that we can't make the same song on the album 12 times because it can do it for us. But what if every song is different?
Yeah.
What if
now
every sing is different? What if every process, what if every moment is a moment?
Where it's just they can't. It's like you're tricking it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we're back to old music. Let's see old AI try to do Queen.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah. Let's see them try to do Queen.
Yeah. That's.
Let's see them try to do Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
I think to your point, yeah, it's gonna make us think
Unify.
outside the box too. Really be like, all right, gotta try some new shit. Gotta throw in some new shit because, yeah, man, that's.
I think it's gonna have to do with like what you said with like it's like almost like timing and like emotional transition and like shit that's like
Real. No more of
Yeah.
this fluff shit.
you can't you really where it's like you're throwing it off like
See, See how I view it. I feel like when it comes to the AI stuff, the only way to really fight it is by changing your whole style and your beat selection, really, because everything that's in AI right now is basically what you have done as an artist. So if you change the flow and the beat selection, you can't really recreate that because it's not there. There is no past history of it. Something new.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way you could actually really fight it.
Yeah, man, this shit's getting crazy. Shit, a lot of this technology is going insane. I mean, I think there's good and bad.
Technology is going insane, but I feel like in the U.S. it's killing us. It really is.
Bro, everything's killing us. We don't got long. It's okay.
Trust me, even your food, the FDA be approving everything. You put bleach in a fucking Pepsi, they'll approve it.
But Joe, we just found out that 1 in 4 people get cancer. We should have had that shit solved, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
We weren't made to win this system right now. Like that's the sad truth. Is like none of this. We're not built for it. We weren't built for this type of war.
But if you're gonna mention cancer, then let's talk about this. We had cancer and STD for years. We couldn't find a solution for them. How do you find a solution for Corona in 8 months?
Dude, they already had the solution for cancer. That was the whole thing. They found that years ago, bro. But the problem is, what is cancer but $1 million company that people are forced to use? It's the same reason that. All right, I gotta cut myself off before I start getting rowdy.
We're stepping out of music.
I gotta step out of turn.
We gotta get back. We gotta get back to
community that would not like what I have to say.
I agree.
What? Yeah, they can suck my dick, bro. Put it on Twitter. Let Elon handle it. He'll be like, yeah, it's just true.
Yo, Elon is the GOAT.
Yeah, let these kids talk.
Elon is a special dude.
Yeah, dude. That guy is like Jimmy Neutron, giving all the money, bro. That's Jimmy Neutron grown up, bro.
Oh shit.
So, what like what are some things that people got to look out for you? Like any tapes, any projects? I know we talked a little bit about you got some things in the works. If you want us to talk about that a little bit.
Like I was talking earlier, I got another. So I have a single with him. We don't have a release date on that yet. I do have the YulMajzilla World Volume 2. That's going to be in September. That's coming up. And hopefully by next year, we'll have Mr. Versatile 2. I definitely want to have another version of that with, I'll say, more artists and more tracks. I want to go from like 10 tracks to like 16, 18, maybe even 20 if I can, get the chance to do so.
That'd be dope.
And I'm going to try to do that with the beat tape as well, which coming out in this September. Volume 2, I'm trying to go for like 12 or 14 beats instead of just 10.
In September, you said?
September.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, dope.
You guys, you will get tuned. Don't worry.
Yeah,
you guys updated.
Bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, man, we covered a lot, man.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
This has been good, man. This is one of my favorite ones that we've done, honestly.
I'm just honored, honestly, from you guys, because I'm like the first strictly producer to do this, talk and stuff with you guys,
Bro, we appreciate
I feel very honored. Like, honestly, thank you guys for like having me, and I'm like, glad we got to sit down and talk about music production and everything.
Hell yeah,
definitely.
Throw your handles out, your social media handles, just so people can follow you.
So everything is going to be under @YulMajzilla from Twitter. Not Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Sorry, Elon. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify, SoundCloud. Everything is under YulMajzilla. I keep it simple.
Hell yeah.
Here we go, baby. Here we
Got
go.
MX _strong on pretty much everything. I'm also a simple fella.
Hell yeah.
Keep
Tap
that
in
shit.
tap in if you ain't tap in yet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Also for us, cause I mean, we got a lot coming up. I don't know when this is coming out. I got a show on the 26th. I got a show on June 2nd.
Okay.
I'm headlining Strictly Night Owls. Blake, the other kid that was on the track that we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's his show, and then on the 12th I'll be in Coney Island at Traffic Jam. And then on August 12th we are setting up a huge fucking thing, 50 years of hip hop.
Ooh.
out in Bayshore, and that's gonna be big. We might have some nice names coming out
Let's
to that.
go.
Hell yeah.
That's some shit.
A lot of good things
All
coming
right.
up.
Hell yeah, gentlemen. I appreciate y'all coming down, man. For real. It means a lot. Appreciate y'all tuning in this week. The Aqua Lounge Podcast will be back next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yo, Marlon, where you at? Yo, Marlon, where you at?